Hello, everyone. Thank you all for sticking through everything tonight. I'm the last presenter, last company between you and the bar again, so hope it's been worth the wait. My name is Andrew Sharp. I'm a 2018 Anderson MBA. I was one of the Harold M. Williams Fellows for my class. But tonight, I'm here to talk to you as the COO and one of the co-founders of PredictEV. I want to start off by rewinding the clock. About a year and a half ago, Super Bowl 51, specifically late in the third quarter, the Falcons looked well on their way to hoisting their first Lombardi trophy. In fact, ESPN and others, but ESPN ran a simulation and showed a 99.7% probability that the Falcons would win. That is about as sure of a bet as you can have in sports. But what happened? Well, the Patriots kept scoring, prevented the Falcons from scoring, until they tied it up in regulation, and then the Patriots won with a touchdown in overtime. Arguably the greatest comeback, I heard a Patriots fan out here, yeah, in NFL history. And booze, that's also good. But there was a lot of chatter. The probability was dynamic, as was the interactions on couches and social media. 28 million tweets using just the Super Bowl hashtag, 240 million interactions on Facebook, 90% of which came from a mobile device. We have this Reddit user who outlined what needed to happen. They ended up being right, which is fun. They got 117 worthless internet points for this seemingly prescient comment. This highlights a couple big issues. For one, these fans want to engage with the teams and the events that they care about. It's not a one-way street anymore when it comes to media, specifically sports media. Secondly, they're using social networks in order to engage with each other. And these networks take the value from the content they create. Every time that you post or vote, you're adding value to that platform, and you're not getting the value. That needs to change. And then thirdly, millions of interactions, lots of noise. Where's the signal? Who should you listen to? Who is the actual expert you can trust on the internet? These are reasons we are building PredictEV, the blockchain-powered social prediction network. What does that mean? For most, it'll be like the HQ trivia, but for live sports. You'll follow a streamer who's talking about the event that you care about. You'll be agreeing with or disagreeing with their predictions. You'll be earning PEV tokens, the native cryptocurrency that powers the PredictEV network, for doing so. If you don't see the content you like, you can live stream yourself. You will also earn tokens for doing this, for being popular, which is the way the internet works now, as well as being correct, which is the way the internet should work. We also support in-depth pregame analysis to discuss betting odds on over, under, spread, money line. And with the May Supreme Court case decision, where gambling is going to be legalized in the US here, state by state, 50% in the next 5 years, this is going to permeate the way everyone talks about sports in this country. So that's great. Here are experts. You're going to know who to trust on the internet for the first time. How do we as a company make money? Well, everything is built around the PredictEV blockchain. This is the protocol we have built that is fast and free to use. Old technology like Bitcoin cannot keep up. But for us, we're entering sports predictions first. And sports books, actual outlets where you can go place bets, are hungry for new customers. Licensed online sports books is a $40 billion a year market, and that's poised to grow. That's pre-US legalization numbers. And we are the kayak.com for sports bettors. We use real Vegas odds. If you're doing well on PredictEV, you would have done well in the real world. And when someone wants to go place a bet, they find the line or the action they want to take, they come to us, we refer them. We capture about 25 to 35% of the net revenue for that customer for a year up to the life of that customer. It's incredibly lucrative to be an affiliate for these sports books. Further, we found out that sports teams at the pro and collegiate level are trying to drive ticket sales and merchandise. These are just North American numbers, $35 billion a year for merchandise and ticket sales. And these teams are trying to engage their fans with a second screen experience that gets them deeper into the action. Not just a selfie filter. It does make you more attached to the team, but doesn't make you care about what's happening on the field or the court. But if you were making a prediction and you feel like you have a stake on the game without actually risking anything, That is incredibly engaging. And then thirdly, the token economy. We've modeled the utility of some other successful projects, and founders, investors, and the company get tokens when the mainnet launches. Now, I talk about sports predictions and prediction markets in general, and that's just what we're entering first, for a number of good reasons. But beyond that, we can enter stocks, currency futures, political predictions. Anywhere that you're seeking advice online and where it's really hard to figure out who to trust, we will enter that space. So far, we formed our team in the middle of last year. We filed a patent on our reward system. That's the unfair advantage, where you feel like you're gambling, you have upside, but you're not risking anything. That's what makes this open to everyone, and anyone can participate. We've been a part of some of the top accelerators, including here at Anderson. Great support. A couple months back, we launched our testnet. This is a private version of our blockchain, but it's up and it's running and it works, and it's currently supporting a consumer-grade social networking experience. It feels and acts and is as responsive and easier to use than Twitter, but it's powered by a blockchain. This is the future. In the next few months, we'll be launching the mainnet. This is where your tokens and your track record are permanent and open and verifiable. And then we're currently in talks with a pro team for a preseason pilot, as well as a collegiate team. And we have one additional pilot spot open in order to engage their fans in the stands and on the couch in the middle of a game. And then we'll be adding additional prediction markets shortly thereafter. Our team has experiences in software, social networking, finance, prediction markets, and intellectual property, and we've gone to some of the best universities. Our advisory board is phenomenal. We've been able to attract some big names who have been a huge help to us already, including professors and operators in the spaces of blockchain, finance, software, and gaming. And I'd like to highlight two of our new additions, Chris Giles, COO for the Oakland Athletics, as well as John Kraft, one of the co-founders of Pandora, an expert in the consumer digital space, and partly responsible for changing the way we all listen to and find new music in the connected age. So our next steps, we're currently raising a $1.5 million seed round closing this quarter. We'll be using that to accelerate the launch of our mainnet and building upon our in-game prediction engine. But you have next steps also right now, which is that you can sign up for the testnet at demo.predictive.com, and you can see what the future of blockchain-powered social networking can be. Thank you so much.